Welcome back to Dirty Water, Coins and Collectibles. We've got ourselves a quarter hunt. Again, I tried to get customer wrapped rolls, but they only had, it was like $120 or something like that. That's 8, 10, yeah, like 120. The rest are Loomis wrapped. I've got 4 down here, and then I kind of did every 2 and then 1 customer wrapped. Try to stagger them throughout the hunt. We're going to be looking for the usual suspects: W's, silver, errors, varieties, foreigns, whatever's hiding in these rolls. Hopefully not any scumbaggeries, but you never know. We've had positive scumbaggeries. We have found dollars in the quarters before, but that's not a common occurrence. So let's get into this hunt. I'm going to start down on this side here. I'll get the 4 Loomis rolls in a row done first, and then we'll go with the staggered rolls. See what we can find. Bring you back in hopefully just a second. Coin number 10 out of roll number 1. We have a Minnesota extra tree variety. Oop. So right there, to the right of this tree, we've got doubling, maybe a little bit right there. So we'll hold this one aside. It's not a great example, but it's an example. So we'll hold it to the side. Let's keep the hunt going. Roll 1. What will our next find be? Towards the end of roll number 3, and we have an Apostle Islands. Looks like 2018. We got a San Francisco Mint NIFC. So that's sweet. I'll take that for sure. It's a low mintage. Not intended for circulation. Let's keep the hunt going. What will we find next? Working on roll number 5. And I've got a Teddy Roosevelt under the scope. Right over here, right by his gun holster, you can see right here, looks like an O. If we come over here, you can see signs of clashing right here. Let's see what we can do when we rotate it. Yeah, pretty minor, but it's there. So maybe a little bit on an angle here, clashing in this area right there. If we flip her over, a little bit of clashing inside the O of God. So right there and up in here. Clashing right in this area. And weakness in the neck of George Washington right here over a braided area. All right. Let's keep this hunt going. Hold this one aside. Be back with the next find. Working on roll number 12. We have an Old Faithful. And when I say Old Faithful, for those of you who are just watching, on the Weir Farm variety, I have a pretty good hunting record on finding the broken branch, as I call it, die chip. There's a die chip on the tree here, actually on the house, but it makes it look like a branch broke off, so I call it a broken branch variety. And Old Faithful just because I find quite a few of them. So we'll hold this one aside and keep the hunt going. See you with the next find. I'm working on roll number 13, and I have a Maya Angelou under the scope. And we've got DDR number 1, I believe. VDDR number 1 on Variety Vista. You can see doubling in the earring right there. I don't know what the mark next to that is. If it's a ding, it looks like it could be a ding. But that's cool. We've got DDR number 1. Let's keep it going. Be back with the next find. Hunting roll number 15. We've got a tall grass prairie under the scope with a die chip on the inner wing. Right across, comes up and over. That's a big one. It's a good sized die chip. We'll hold this one aside. Keep the hunt going. Roll number 20 gives us our first foreign cents. Foreign coin. I don't know why I said cents. And we have a 1 franc, 1972. Cool design. It's pretty sweet. We'll definitely hold that aside. Keep the hunt going. Bring you back with the next find. This is just chewed. Looks chewed. All right, be right back. Working through roll number 21, we've got an Apostle Islands, another NIFC, San Francisco minted. These tend to have lower mintages than the West Points, but the value just isn't there. These were made to collect, where the West Points, obviously they were made to collect, but they went into circulation, where the S minted were sold at the mint to collectors. They were not intended to be put into circulation. So the chances of finding a good condition S mint is higher than finding a West Point quarter in good condition. So that's why your West Points are more valuable, in my opinion. Let's keep it going. Bring you back with the next find. Roll number 23 gives us a homestead with a DDR. So we have doubling in L2 right here. So we'll hold this aside. We'll keep it going. Maybe do something like that, I guess. I don't know. Be back with the next find. Oh, that looks different, huh? It actually comes over and down. All right. Be right back. Roll number 25 gives us another S mint. Now, this one was obverse facing, just like this, so I have not seen this. Do we have another Apostle Islands? Or is it going to be something different? So I'm going to say Apostle Islands, just because we've already found 2. Let's see. No. We have a Hopper's Ferry. Do we have any kind of doubling? Negative. All right, so that's cool. Hopper's Ferry and Apostle Islands, San Francisco minted, NIFCs. Let's keep it going. Roll number 28. We've got a beautiful S mint. I did see this one already. Is it a Apostle Islands or something different? Take a guess in your head. Or put it in the comments, however you want to do that. And were you right? Or were you wrong? We have Apostle Islands. That's our third San Francisco minted Apostle Islands. Let's keep it going. Roll 31. We've got Hopper's Ferry. And yes, you guessed it. It's an S mint. I think that makes 5. 5 NIFCs on this hunt. Let's keep it going. I'll bring you in if I come across something else. Roll number 32 gives us our next foreign. And Baudert. Luco Gastar. I don't know what this is. I know Alcatraz. Never seen this one before. Republic de Cabo Verde. Escudos. Is this like Ecuadorian maybe? I don't know. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this before. So that's kind of cool. We'll hold that aside. Let's keep her going. Still on roll number 32. And we have a DC Duke Ellington 2009 with the start of a decent die chip. I don't think this is a lamination issue because I've seen others with die chips up here. It could be a lamination issue, but you see it right up in here. I think that's the start of a die issue. The die break was starting to come loose. Let me know what you guys think. If you think this is a lamination issue or the start of a die break. But all in all, the coin itself is in pretty decent condition for an 09. So a nice little die crack right there on the neck. So we'll hold this one aside. Keep her going. Roll number 33 makes 6 NIFCs. We have another Apostle Island San Francisco Mint. That's crazy. Will we find more? Let's keep the hunt going. I'll bring you in on our next find. Still working on roll number 33, and we've got a Maya Angelou under the scope. And we have another DDR number 1. This one's in a little bit more rough shape than the previous one that we found. But you can see right here in the earring, we've got doubling right there. And again with that nick. So that's got to be something on the die. But right there. So let's keep her going. Bring in the next find. Working on roll number 35. We have a Weir Farm, aka Old Faithful. And we've got a broken branch, larger than the previous broken branch. And if we come down to the painter, we've got a little die chip on the elbow right here, followed by a die crack. So that's pretty sweet. We'll hold this one aside. We'll keep her going. All right, well, here we have it. $400 in quarters, translate to 40 rolls, some customer wrapped, some Loomis wrapped. And it turned out to be a pretty good hunt. 3 foreigns and some other cool finds. So let's go through what we have. We have our French coin. I like the design on that one. I don't know where this one's from. I could look it up, use Coinoscope or something, but I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of leave it in limbo. If you want to let me know down in the comments, you could do so. We did get a Canadian 1974. We have a couple of low mintage quarters. We have a Choco Culture, Philly, and an Acadia, also Philly. We had 4 Apostle Islands S-minted NIFCs, all of them in fairly decent condition, and 2 Harper's Ferry out of San Francisco NIFCs. Some of our varieties, we have a Tallgrass Prairie with the die chip on the wing. We have a Teddy Roosevelt with the die clash. Minnesota with the extra tree. DC with either a lamination or a die chip, the start of a die chip. Homestead with the DDR. We have 2 Maya Angelou's with the DDR number 1 and 2 there. And 2 Weir Farms with the broken branch die chips. And we had one of them that had the die chip in the elbow. And that's our finds. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it to the end, I do appreciate it. Please consider subscribing if you haven't done so yet. Also hit that notification bell so you get notified on all of my upcoming videos. I want to say thank you to each of you who have taken time out of your day to watch my video. I do appreciate you all. See you on the next one.